This video about the life of Morris Frank was taken from the archives of The Seeing Eye. We begin by seeing Morris Frank getting out of a car and going into Dorothy Harris and Eustace's house, Fortunate Fields in Vevey, Switzerland. Then we see Morris in a dark suit, petting and scratching Buddy with great affection before they return to the United States.
As I put my hand down on Buddy, I knew that she was going to be my Declaration of Independence and give me back the freedom that I so long desired to go and come as I pleased, and that she also would be the pioneer of the guide dog movement in the United States for the blind men and women who neither wanted charity nor pity, but wanted to live a normal life with normal people. And as they showed me how to put the harness on the dog, and we started down the road, as my legs stretched out, my shoulders went back, and my head went up, and the wind blew in my face, I knew I had my independence, and I knew the movement had to be a success in this country as it had been in Europe.
Here we see Morris Frank working with Buddy in training in Vevey, being led around a garbage can out in front of a house, crossing a street where Buddy slows and stops for an up curb, which Morris detects with a cane and then steps up. We see him saying goodbye at Fortunate Fields and getting into a car on his way back to the United States, where the work of Morris Frank and Buddy truly began. Morris opened doors for blind people all across the United States with Buddy One. Restaurants, trains, and here even a United Airlines plane on Buddy's last trip. The work continued with Buddy Two. We see Morris Frank walking on the streets of New York City and getting into a train to the 1939 World's Fair. He gets off the Long Island Railroad at the stop by what's now Shea Stadium and goes onto the World's Fair grounds. The World's Fair symbol was the Trilon and the Perisphere. And we see him walking away from the Perisphere, coming towards us. The theme of the World's Fair was Dawn of a New Day. It certainly was.
And as they showed me how to put the harness on the dog, and we started down the road, as my legs stretched out, my shoulders went back, and my head went up, and the wind blew in my face, I knew I had my independence, and I knew the movement had to be a success in this country as it had been in Europe.